Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to Feels Like Sunday. I'm Brooke, aka Intuitive Focus. If you could share us out, that'd be much appreciated. People, welcome to Sunday. What have you all been? G'day Simone, g'day Ria. I went to a music festival yesterday. It was just so hot that I sat there and I got so hot that I had headaches, got heat stroke. But check out this. I was wearing a short sleeve top in the sun all day. 50 plus sunscreen. Look at that. That's normal. That's good. I did slop on the sunscreen and wore a hat, and I didn't get burned, but I should have got fried. I should have got fried out there. I'm English. That's okay, Ria. You're allowed to be English. It's okay. We're all accepting here. Yeah, I'm half English. My dad was from somewhere in England. England type, I guess. I think around Oxford, somewhere around there. He told me years ago when I was a kid, but yeah. Still cold here. It was 30 plus yesterday, which is okay. I really got heat stroke in the sun, and it was only about 34 or 36. Usually in Australia, you get weeks when it was just like one of those days that out of nowhere, it was just, well, not out of nowhere, but we've had colder weather. Well, not colder weather, just not plus 30 weather. And when you start getting the start of the summer season, and then you get the odd the hot day, it just took me right out. Because when you're in Australia, when it's over 30 for like a week or two, like 32 degrees, 36 degrees is like, whatever. But when it's the first one, it's like, man, it knocks you a bit about. How you going, Steffi? How you going? G'day, Belinda. Welcome, everyone. If you I'm by myself tonight, I'm by my lonesome tonight. That's okay. If you could share us out, that'd be much appreciated. I will start with group reading for everyone. Then I've got a pay it forward to do for Steffi's healing. Steffi show will be on after 10:10 Melbourne time, so that'll be 9:40 in South Australia, and it'll be 7 something in Western Australia, if it's still there. I don't know. I haven't been there lately to Western Australia, so it might have moved. It could be gone. I'm not exactly sure. But, burping. I just had dinner. What do I have? Something with chili. If you could share us out, tag your friends, people. That would be much appreciated. And I've got some pay it forward readings to do, and if you would like a guaranteed extended reading, I've got some pay it forward ones that I will do. But if you want a guaranteed extended reading or just to support the show, g'day Maggie, please donate for a reading. So I will start with a group reading for everyone. I don't know. Can you get a reading? What is this, Maggie? A reading show? Where does it say reading on the screen? Does it say reading anywhere? Yeah, you caught me out. You caught me out, Maggie. You caught me out. So this is a group reading for everyone. So take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. You know what? Just don't worry about it. Okay. So where's the energies at for everyone today? My energy was the sleeping energy on the couch when I got home after shopping. Okay. Group readings for everyone. People, we're still trying to look. At the moment, I've got everyone is still inside of their head, overthinking, stressing about this, stressing about that, inside our head. People, when we overthink, we waste our energy, and that's where our manifestation is going. We worry about stuff. How am I going to do this? How else am I going to do this? But and we're like, I need clarity. I don't know what I'm doing. What happens is when we overthink, people, the Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. This card comes up means we're stressed or we're inside our head a lot. Okay. And at the moment, people are inside their head doing too much thinking. And The middle card I've got is Oracle, waiting for importing information. And the thing is when we want clarity on something, when we sit there, when we overthink, okay, we give too much options. So we're like searching for a needle in a haystack. We've been thinking about something, stressing out too much about something, overthinking about doing it. When you know what we should do is we give it a thought. This goes for everything, people. We give it a thought, and if the answer doesn't come to us, push it aside. Okay, because when we can clear that mind and not over obsess about something, that's when the universe, the singularity, can drop the clarity into our head, when we create space for it to do so. Not when we sit there worrying, because overthinking creates indecision, and then indecision, you probably got the answer that you're looking for, but there's no clarity because you're, oh, well, I can do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. So at the moment, at the bottom of the main the main pile, I've got the High Priestess. Harness that mystic power. This is the universe. This is spirit saying, people, you can tap into the singularity. You can tap into the clarity. You can tap into the answers. And what you need to do is get outside your head and create that space. Okay, that clarity. Okay, because we get bombarded by thoughts day in, day out, and everyone's like, because there's a lot of choices that come up. We get the clarity all the time. Okay, when we're looking for that, with that clarity, we're looking for the right thing to do. I just think that there's people just trying to make choices, trying to get clarity on something. And if you're like, I don't know what to do, I'm over here, I could do this, I could do that. Well, that means you're overthinking. Okay, and when we're overthinking, where's the yeah. So I got the frustration card. You know why we're getting frustration, overthinking of something, and we're lacking to get the clarity? Because the universe is trying to say, hey, you need to center yourself and clear that mind for the answers, for the kid to drop in. Because I got the main action card I've got is emotions are running high, and that's crossing the night, which is inverted. Be brave and honest. Because what happens is our intuition talks to us all the time. Okay, the clarity comes to us all the time, but it's seldom something that lines up with our ego. It lines up, if it's not something that lines up with our comfort zones, we're like, oh, no, yeah, no, that's just another thought. Okay, so we do that. It's almost subconsciously. We deliberately, a lot of the times, we overthink things. We put too many thoughts in our head. Okay, so when we get the right answer, we're like, we don't want to do it, even though it's looking right, staring us smack in the middle, and we know what we should do. I've got the knight saying frustration. Okay, let's fill our head with thoughts so we don't have to step out of our comfort zones, because it's very hard. It's very hard when we want that clarity, and we want to know what the right thing to do is. And I've got that people we need to start being honest with ourselves, because there's so much prosperity lies ahead. There's so much the university wants us to bring in alignment for. I've got prosperity lies ahead. That's inverted. That's because the universe is trying to guide us, people. It's trying to give us that clarity. It's trying to steer us in the right direction. But when we want to stay in our comfort zones, and we don't want to tackle, or don't want to do the healing, or when the universe says go and speak to that person, or our routine, and we're like, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Then we go to another reading show and go, well, when's this happening? When am I meeting my love? When am I meeting this? And when's my money coming in? And why is that happening? Because we're ignoring all the signs. We're ignoring. We're filling our heads with stuff to take us off par with what the universe wants, and we do it all the time. It's our natural flow. It's part of the distraction, and the distraction at the moment is running high. I've got distraction. Okay, and I've got, look, the energies are gaining momentum. This is an interesting card. This is another frustration card that's come up. People, we've got to make those choices. We've got to start acting on those little prompts that we're getting at the moment. That we've got to start acting on. This energy is gaining momentum card. This is a number of things. It says, okay, divine timing. It's not going to be how exactly you want it to go, and it's not going to happen when you want it to go, because there's a lot at play. All these cards are screaming out, get out of your head and come into alignment. Okay, and start acting on those choices. Start acting on those little prompts. Okay, because I've got the High Priestess. Harness that mystic power. But we say we want to harness that mystic power. We say we want to come into alignment. with the universe. But what's happening? What's happening is we're distracting ourselves deliberately, so we don't have to tackle the hard stuff. And I've got the universe saying, "Look, come on, just come into alignment, man. Come into alignment. Prosperity lies ahead." But that's us stepping out of our comfort zones, and that's not necessarily the easiest thing to do. If it was easy, we'd be stepping into our comfort zones. Okay, but even stepping out of our comfort zones, when you start to take steps, okay, and push yourself past your comfort zones, it comes a case of so what? And then it does come easier to push yourself past comfort zones because you just get used to going, yeah, I don't want to do it, but I'll do it anyway. I've done that plenty of times. That's the secret, is if it scares for you, if you should do something and it scares you, that's when you got to do it the most. Okay, that's when you got to step out. Okay, and the happy card. Is it happy? The happy card for everyone for the group reading is surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Stay centered will help you resolve the issue more quickly. Exactly. Don't feed stress. Don't feed stress. Where energy flows, energy grows. People, and what do we feed? We feed worry. Do we feed stress? Do we feed overthinking? But the two main cards is stay grounded and rooted, and the bottom one was harness that mystic power. People, it's all within us. It's all within inside of us. The universe is screaming out, come into alignment, and it just wants us to come into alignment so bad. People need to come into alignment. That's what it's about. It's about coming into alignment and having a coffee. Oh, yeah. It's my second coffee for the day. I had a bit of a nap this afternoon. I woke up about 40 minutes ago. So that was a group reading for everyone. Take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Yeah, just do that with it. So people, I thank you for sharing us out. Much appreciated. Just remember, if you would like a guaranteed extended reading, please donate. PayPal link is in the show notes, and I have some pay it forwards to give away. And the first pay it forward I have to give away is from Healing with Steffi, and he has a show that starts at 10:10. What is it? Melbourne time tonight after this show. That is an awesome show. You can ask any questions about anything. He doesn't do reading. He's not going to. You ask him a question about, what's going to happen next month? He'll go, wait till next month to find out. But we talks about all sorts of stuff about coming into alignment, how to align yourself, how to dig deep into your soul and to the core of yourself, how to strip away the layers to know yourself. It's an intense show, and if you haven't seen it, you should sit down. I usually sit down in my meditation chair and I put it on the big screen. So if he calls out to me, I've got to get out of my meditation chair, come to my keyboard and go, then get back to my meditation chair and just sit there and chill and meditate with the show. It's brilliant. But right now, Healing with Steffi has a number of destiny. So if you get this number of destiny, you get the pay it forward reading, courtesy of Healing with Steffi. Ooh. That's okay. I'm just... Palaceto. Okay, so pick a number between 10 and 30, and if you are the lucky one, if the destiny and fate will decide if you're the one that gets the extended reading courtesy of Healing with Steffi. So how we got there. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Simone. Have another guess, people. Have another guess. No one's got it? Yeah, have another guess, people. Keep at it. Just like, wait, put a number in every 10 seconds or so. Getting there. Oh, you people you're so close, yet so far away. It's not 19, it's not 30, it's not 23, it's not 25, it's not 28, it's not 18, it's not 27, it's not 22, it's not 40, it's not 13, it's not 4. It's between 10 and 30. Michelle? Between 10 and 30. Hey, Catherine. How you going? So, hope you're having a good Sunday. It's getting close to Christmas. I don't know what I'm doing over Christmas. I might take some time off. So if you want a reading from me, you better get quick. Do you want me to just tell you the number? Oh. How many people? Am I Sean then? How many people at home are yawning now? Did I trigger you? I trigger the yawn? Okay. Looks like Belinda's got it. Has Belinda got the number, Cindy? No, it's not that number. People between 10 and 30. No one's got it. Interesting. What number starts with and ends with different numbers? Did that help? No? Thank you, Catherine. I was starting to worry there for a second. Oops. Cards going everywhere. Okay. Get him, Cindy. That's it. Tarot readings. Okay. Catherine, if you could just take a big breath in, hold it, and then take a big breath out. And focus on your heart space. Focus on your heart space. Okay. Dropping cards left, right, and center. Okay, Catherine. The first card I've got for you is the Medicine Guardian. Be opening to healing information. Okay, there's look, you got stuff coming to the surface at the moment. Everything that's coming to the surface is coming to the surface. Is coming to the surface to be dealt with. And when the medicine guardian comes up, be opening to healing information. It's not like someone's going to say some magic words and we go and get a healing session, which is good. We need to sometimes for certain things. But really, at the moment, I feel for you that this healing information, this is waiting. This is waiting. This is already within you. Okay, but what happens is sometimes the universe needs us to get that aha moment because to see us something from a certain perspective, because we've got some dramas, we've got some issues, or there's something happening that's causing resistance in our life at the moment. Okay, and I really feel that at the moment you're just going through a process of finding until you see something from a certain perspective. I mean, the healing information is already there, but until we can see it from the right direction, from the right perspective, it doesn't make sense. And we look at all these things. We can have, crisis opportunity is the same thing in Japanese. And at the moment, you might have some stuff coming up that you're like, this is a pain in the ass. This really sucks. Okay, this is about you looking around and looking deeper. Okay, looking deeper at the situation and go, what can I learn? Because what happens is we get into these patterns. I've got frustration. I've got resolution trying to come in, but there's a pattern happening for you in your life right now, okay? And it's ticking you off. It's for you to really have a look, Catherine, and Catherine. Sorry, Catherine. It's the moment. It's for you to really hold space at the moment. That means not get swayed. Okay, that means understand with our emotions, connect with our emotions, understand why we're feeling that way. Okay, we can have our emotions go a little bit over the place, but once we're going to do that, we're going to do that internally and not react externally. So when these things happen, when you've got stuff happening at the moment, because this looks like there's some climax, there's some stuff happening all over the place. Okay, this will come to resolution, but it happens when you hold space. Okay, and how do we hold space? Okay, this is how we react. Okay, so when something's negative, you go, hey, look, I'm just not going to be negative. Okay, I've got to shift my focus to something positive. Okay, and exercise your rights and your power, because most people, we want to play victim mode to the universe. I'm not saying you are. We all do this to a degree. Is we play victim mode to the universe, and oh, that made me sad, that made me angry, that made me this, that made me that. And what we're going to do is we're going to center ourselves and come to that space where the universe, the world does its thing, and we're like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm holding my space. I choose to be happy. We're going to hold that space. At the moment, it's about you holding that space and seeing the perspective and seeing that you are more powerful, that you have all that within you to stand strong, to be. At the moment, there's too much stuff on the surface level that's taking your focus. Okay, all this stuff is coming in to distract you at the moment. Okay, your main action card is I've got the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. That means you're selling yourself on multiple levels, because look, no matter what happens, I've got the answers you need are coming. I've got inverted. A win-win situation is forecast. You know why that's inverted? The win-win situation is forecast because it's waiting for you to step into your power. Okay, this is all within you. You don't need circumstances to line up. Catherine, you are the manifester. Okay, you're the manifester of everything, of your power. And I've got the Sage card as your second to last card. This is saying how devoted, committed you are. Okay, what do we want, people? Do we want alignment? Do we want to evolve? Do we want that expansion? Okay, or do we want to get put around by circumstances? Go, when's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? When we make it happen. But it's all there. It's all there waiting for you to hold that space and make that choice. And people go, yeah, I'm going to hold space. We hear it all the time. Hold space, hold space, hold space, hold space. Okay, it's the hard times when we truly have to hold space. And to get our head around it and holding that space, Catherine, and holding that space and using all our might, all our mind, all our heart to shift that shitty situation or that bad feeling and hold that space by actually So, being the sage, being devoted, committed, and summoning up all that intense, everything we've got to hold that space. That's the healing information. That's the moment. That's when a personal issue reaches resolution. That's when a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, is when you learn to hold that. So in your current situation, you need to hold that space. You need to dig down, Catherine, get deep inside, everything in your soul. You take control of that mind, take control of that heart, take control of that head, and you need to buckle down and you need to shift that, because when you shift that, that's when you get that aha moment. That's when the healing information, and that's when you step into your power and you're like, wow, you've leveled up. Okay, Catherine? And your happy card is, hey, Nikita. Hey, Sally. Hey, Michelle. Your last card from the set of deck is surrender to obsessive thinking. If you are obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity or even solve a problem. I hope that has made sense, Catherine. And that reading was donated by the one and only, the man with the arms and two legs. Healing with Staffy. Okay. Now we have a... Now he donated. Yep. Sally, you're up. You're up, love. Sally, are you there? Yep. Hey, you're next. You're the next contestant. Oh, the reading is right. No, we don't do that here. Reading, it could be. It might be. That's just the cards. It's just cards, Catherine. Nothing to do with me. Yeah, I'm not that modest. Yeah, it's all me, baby. No. Well, I just try to follow my intuition. That's all. That's what you got to do. Just step out. Sometimes it's right. Sometimes it's not. It's usually okay. 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 Sally, reading. Can you just take a big breath in? Hold it, then a big breath out. And focus on the heart, center of your chest where your heart is. Thank you, Tina. Okay. Sally, I'm getting trapped in the mind at the moment. Too much judgment. Too much self-judgment on how things should be. Too much judgment on how things should be, and your perception on what people think, or feels like everyone's telling you what to do. You should do this. You should do that. Well, you come to the wrong show because I'm going to do the same thing. Nicely, lightly. That was behind me. Okay, look. Very, 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 very powerful card has come out for you. The Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. Okay, because it looks like you've shut yourself off inside your head, saying this is fucked. This situation, your spirit's taken a battered. You don't know which way to go about it. Okay, look, this is a time. The way we get out of things like this is we heal. We start to heal ourselves. We start to break our routines. It feels like that you've closed yourself off from the world, and now that because you've had to recharge, to recuperate, but now it's time to step back out and start to move out back into connecting with the world. But there's some homework to do. The first card I've got for you is the Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to understand. So someone will say, why don't you come over, go and do this with me today? And you're like, yeah, no, because I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. That's fine. But when things piss you off, when triggers come up, when things get emotional, what we're going to do with a Water Guardian is connecting with our emotions. It's all about going, okay, why am I getting emotional over that? And going, yeah, there's the obvious. Okay, when also have I got emotional about of the same sort of feeling? And we trace it back to other instances in our life, and we keep going back and back and back till we get into some early stuff in our life, where by going into defensive mode, we've created subconscious thought patterns, we've created thought routines, okay, to help defend us at one stage in our life, to help protect us. The trouble is we keep these same thought patterns, and they actually do not serve us properly in the way that they should as we get into later life. They act as triggers. They act as they do all sorts of things. They take us out of the moment. But at the moment, you need to connect with your emotions, because there's some healings and there's some patterns right now that are holding you back, that are keeping you in hermit mode, that are keeping you locked down. Okay, so this is a powerful card, but this card takes a lot of work. It's a brilliant card. I've been through this, and once you can start to connect with your emotions and understand why you're feeling this way, it makes you level and it makes you grow immensely. It is a powerful card. Okay, because you're a survivor. It's always going to happen. Okay, there's stuff, no matter what happens, I've got, look, in between your main pole, connect with your emotions. I've got the fox spirit. Your talents, trust your talents in changing times. You're a survivor. You'll get through, you adapt, you overcome. You're not worried about being a show pony. You just get the job done, get the food on the table. Let's fucking happen. Okay, that's where you're at. Okay, you're always going to be like that. You're always going to come through. You're always going to be brilliant. Okay, but at the bottom of the pile, intend and create. This is about when you start to connect with your emotions, because you got to work out your patterns, because you got into hermit mode. These patterns are keeping you locked up at the moment, keeping you withdrawn at the moment, and there's no need for you to be withdrawn. There's no need for you to be hiding in the shadows. Okay, I've got the High Priestess here. It's inverted. It's time for you to start intend and create, and start going, you know what, I've got to put the intention out there, then I've got to make something happen. Okay, I've got to create what I want. I'm going to put the intention, I'm going to create the life that I want, because the future is unwritten. Sally. The future is unwritten. You know what happened? You know what happened up to this point in life for you? Doesn't matter. Now and moving forward is a fresh slate. It's a fresh slate for all of us. Okay? But when you start to take control, you start to intend and create. Put the intention out there and go, okay, how can I take steps towards making that happen? There's limitless possibilities. Well, then move away. How do I do that? I need a few things. How do I get the few things? This is what we need to do. Is we just need to solve problems. Well, I haven't got the money. Well, how do I make the money? How do I save the money? How do I do this? How do I do that? There's always a way. And sometimes we just have to step into the unknown, and it can be hard. Because your action card is, look, the moon card. Take note of intuitive messages. This is about getting out of our head, connecting with our emotions, and tuning in to your intuition. Because your intuition can, if your intuition can, you can walk out the door with nothing today and just walk. And if you listen to your intuition can guide you and take you on an adventure over the whole fucking world. That's how powerful your intuition is. Synchronicities. Here, look. There's a movie called The Celestine Prophecy. Someone could put up the link. It's on YouTube. Watch the movie The Celestine Prophecy. It's good about intuition. Okay? But intuition, you've got all the tools that you need to move forward. Okay? It's time to utilize them. Sally, time to get on the offensive and utilize them. Understand your emotions. Understand why you're making the choices you are. Because I've got, moving ahead, look, personal issues reach resolution. Brilliant. Okay. But also I've got the surrender to the divine card. This is stuff that you need to let go, and you need to, it's not about trying. It's about making the choice. All we have is a series of choices, Sally. They go, oh, I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm going to try. Now you make the choice. Okay. It'll be one or two. It'll be the right choice or the wrong choice. Doesn't matter. But all we've got is a series of choices. Don't beat yourself up about the choice. Oh, I made the wrong choice. No, it's about the choice that you're making in the moment. Which is the right choice to make in the moment? Which is the right choice to make in the moment? Which is the right choice to make in the moment? Trying, that's a bullshit word. Okay? That's the biggest fucking bullshit word that we all use. Oh, I tried my hardest. Look, there's no such thing as failure, Sally. So there's all there is undesired outcome. We make a choice, we do something, and it works or it doesn't. And when it doesn't work, go, okay, what did I learn from that? Okay, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? Okay, let's try not to do it the way that didn't work again. That's all we do. We've got to just make choices. Okay, it's all about the choices that we make. Okay, we're not perfect. Don't beat yourself up. Anyone beat themselves up if you're not making the perfect choice. But don't try. Just understand there's no such thing as trying. There's only making choices. That's all we got. Okay, that's why I'm saying try is a bullshit word. It's just, God, who invented that was trying to confuse us all. Okay. Because the second to last card I've got for you is stepping out of your comfort zone. So this is when you got to say, look, surrender to the divine. Okay. This is things that can resolve when you start listening to your intuition, connecting with your emotions and understanding why you're doing the things you are, and have a look at that in your heart space. Not with your ego, with your heart space. Come from that heart space and really look at why am I feeling this way? When have I felt this way? And then going, okay, I need to start making choices. Listening to my intuition and making choices to move forward. You make the wrong choice, who gives a shit? Next choice, on average, we make a choice every 10 seconds. So don't get hung up on the bad choice that you made. It's done and dusted now. Next choice. Okay? But intuition and absolutely just surrender to the divine and go, universe, just help me. I give it to you. I'm going to follow my intuition. I'm going to try it. I'm going to intend and create. Try to make the right choice. Help me along where you can. Show me what you can do. Okay, but then comes the kicker. Step out of your comfort zones. This is what you have to connect with your emotions. Why am I not stepping out of my comfort zones? Why am I making the choice to stay where I'm at? Okay, choice. Why am I making that choice? Every time you make the choice to not step out of your comfort zones, connect with your emotions and go, okay, why did I make that choice? Don't beat yourself up. Go, why did I make that choice? Why am I choosing not to attack? Why am I choosing not to step out of my comfort zones? Okay, this is what you got to work out. So when we can work this out about ourselves, we sort of gain the upper hand on ourselves. When we gain the upper hand on ourselves, that's when we can. That's when we get the change that we're after. That's when we get the change that we need. That's when we get the change when we can see the things and fulfill our destiny and have that enriched life. So have that enriched life that you always wanted. You know, that life that you dreamed of when you were a kid. Hey, things are going to be good. You know, we can still have that. We just have to understand ourselves, know ourselves, and start making the right choice, and understand that we can make a new choice every few seconds and not beat ourselves up all the choices that we made beforehand, because everything is unwritten moving forward. Sally, okay, take control of your future and claim that timeline that you want to be on. Because these people are getting readings. When's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? When you create that timeline. Your last card is surrender your full power. Your life is calling you to step into your full power rather than play it small. There's a line. There's a chick with a spear and a line. Okay, you might have a spear, but I'm not sure where you can get hold of a line. Okay, if you want to pull this card off. Okay, surrender to your full power. Your life is calling you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. That starts with connecting with your emotions and understanding it. Okay, I hope that's helped you. You should watch Dathy's show afterwards. He will help you out. And thank you for that donated reading. That was a donated reading. Okay, and now I have a donated reading to do for the lovely lady in the kick-ass boots. So, Cindy, do you want to pick someone, Cindy? Pick someone. Do you want to pick someone, Cindy? You can pick someone. Cindy. Are you going to pick someone, Cindy? Who's still there? I don't know. Okay, wait a sec. What's my Here you go, Cindy. I'll put a number. So for pick a number between 50 and 65. If you get the magic number, you get Cindy's reading. Look at all you beautiful people still here. There you go. Michelle Gardner. That was quick. I know that was the first number that jumped into my head, and okay, Michelle. Can I just get you to center focus? Where are you from, Michelle? You from England? There's a lot of people on England because it's too early for the States. You could be an Aussie chick. UK. I bet it's warm over there. T-shirt weather. You got the T-shirt on. Shorts, barefoot, walking around. Yeah. Probably not. What does it snow on there? Yeah, stuff that. Oh, you're not that old, Belinda. Okay. Michelle. You got a cornerstone. Up somewhere. Watch out not to go inside your head, because you've gained emotionally. It looks like you've gained some wisdom. Gain a bit of wisdom, and now you're starting to see things from a different perspective, and this has caused a bit of resistance. Actually, I'm not sure if it's put you in a judgment on someone. Maybe yourself. But you need to get outside your head on this issue. Otherwise, okay, because your head is extremely tense, and this is going to do your head in and cause you grief if you keep thinking about this situation. Just make your choice. Just make your choice is what you need to do in this situation. Move forward. Try to make the right choice. Okay, but don't go into self-judgment. Okay, it will leave you gut wrenched in your head, overthinking, over analyzing, doing your head in. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. Going through an awakening. How long have you been going through your awakening, Michelle? How long have you been on this scene? If you don't mind me asking. Okay. Oh, you're telling everyone, aren't you? When we go through awakening, we start to experience more. We start to see things from a multi-dimensional level. Okay. We tell everyone. Big mistake. Because at the moment, I got you in judgment. Okay. The people around you, you're creating division from. What happens is that's what happens. We start to resonate. Like I was at a music festival yesterday, and this beautiful blonde lady came up to me and started talking to me, and I was like, yeah, whatever, because I wasn't interested in talking fucking mindless bullshit. Okay, it's just because I don't resonate with crap like that anymore. I want to have a real conversation. Someone's like gardening or creative stuff endeavors. Okay, now well, you're going through a shift at the moment, and you're gonna. I got the traveler. Okay, because I got the Seven of Cups, I got the Judgment card and the Three of Swords as your profile. Okay, so this is when we start to see things, and we want to change the people around us. We want to change so much around us, and we start creating resistance. We actually go into judgment. Okay, instead of finding ourselves and stripping ourselves back and finding out who we are with information. At the moment, okay, the way you're going about it, you're becoming toxic. I've been there. We've all been there. Michelle, you're getting toxic with the people around you because you're seeing things differently, and you're like, hey, no, you're seeing things the wrong way. And yeah, they are. They're still in the one dimension. And you're starting to open yourself to multi-dimensional thinking. Okay? Yes. You've been doing this for 6 months. You think it was like, yeah, I'll get a healing, self-judgment. Oh, done. Thank you. Evolved. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is just getting started. The journey's getting started for you at the moment, but we go into this because we start seeing so much things around us. Okay. Like with the jabby jab. Okay. Like with the CV. Okay. When that first happened, I did get prepared, and then I crunched the numbers. I looked at all the rates. I knew all the death rates of all the other diseases. I looked at all that up and looked at what the people that were dying in the world. Okay. And then I crunched the numbers and did projections. And then I worked out, fucking pandemic, fuck off. All right. I did my own research, crunched my own numbers. And I find it hard that other people worry about that when all you have to do is look at the numbers and go, if you believe what they're saying on the media every day, you must be an idiot. Okay? You must be a fucking idiot. Now, I worked out that for myself, but I can't go around telling my family, telling my friends all that sort of shit. I do some of them. God, and it just pushes them away. It becomes toxic, and I go into judgment. That was a judgmental statement. You must be an idiot because you can't see it because the numbers are right there. Do the numbers. Okay? And you're going through this thing where you're starting to see things from a different perspective at the moment. Okay, I've got the first card I've got for you is the Traveler, moving in a new direction. The way you're going about it, you're pushing people away. It's hard. You're just working on the self-judgment, and this is it. We've got to get that balance. We just got to accept people that go there where they're at the moment. They're seeing what they see from their perspective. We've all been there. We've all been there. We've all been blind as a bat. Okay, because at the moment, the way you're going about things, you're just going to close your heart off. I've got the Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. You're closing yourself off. The way you're going about things, going, hey, because you're all excited, you've got all this new information, and you're not sort of how to piece it together. But at the moment, look, on your main pole, make plans of focus inverted. You need to go and do some training, get some healing, get some mentors, find something. Start doing some practical work. Otherwise, there's too many people in spirituality that just do a bit of meditation, go and watch a show, right? Know that the word, a few crystals, and they just go around and around going blah, 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 blah. And they never really grow. They become aware. And that's as far as they ever go in their life. Aware with a few gifts, if they're lucky. Okay? So this is about for you getting proactive. And with the people around you, you're just going to make peace. Let go of the need to be right. Yes, you are right. You're seeing things that are true. You're seeing things that are real. You're seeing things from a multidimensional perspective. And that I look at people all the time going, what are you fucking, you can't see it? Are you serious? It's right there. What is, 1 + 1 = 2, but the the media or the government tells them that it equals 5, and they're like, "Well, the government must be right. I saw it on the news that 1 + 1 = 5, so it must be right." There's no reasoning. Okay, so get out of this trying to reason things to people. It's just gonna create toxicity, and you don't want to be that toxic person. You just got to let go of the need to be right and make peace with they're programmed, and you're starting to break your programming. Okay, it's frustrating as all fuck. It's frustrating as all fuck. Does your head in. Okay, but this is how things work moving forward. The shaman card, trust in high forces. This is the universe at play. This is the universal plan. Okay, we don't know what their life mission is to experience. That could be there. Yeah, it's frustrating. At the moment, you got to trust in higher forces and understand that everything happens for a reason, and start to let go of that. Remember your action card. Your main action card is a peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. It's hard. It's hard. I know it's hard, but we're gonna do that because I got the wise one underneath going. Grow within your current situation. Okay, you're gonna find some people that you can get around, meet some new people, because I still had my friends, and I told when I was where you were at, I said to my friends, I said, well, things have changed for me. I said, we're going to drift apart because I'm changing. I'm not interested in the same shit. They were like, what? And it happens. All the relationships change. And it was quite lonely until I found some soul, calling your soul family. And that, I think I was around myself for a year and a half before I met like Tracy and Carly. And I got friends all over the place, spiritual friends all over the place. Okay, got that community happening. Takes a while to build. Okay, but you got to get there and get proactive about meeting people. But the first things first, you got to let go of. It's hard, but you got to let go of all that because it does your head in. As you said, it does your head in. Did my head in? I've been through that. I push people away. They'll think I'm a fucking tinfoil wearing hat motherfucker. You know, and it's just hard. If you go into spiritual healing, if you go to YouTube on, what have I got? I've got a YouTube channel. I've done a few. Yes, the ego. Absolutely, the ego is telling everyone, "Hey, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong." But instead of going right into that, I've got some playlists on my YouTube channel, Intuitive Focus. They're like 5-minute videos called Spiritual Basics 101. I would recommend because they only go for like 5 minutes each. They're straight to the point, no bullshit. Everything from dealing with negative energies, getting offended, dealing with family, having to forgive, spiritual defense, spiritual clearing. Dealing with family. I mean, I did this ages ago. Loving compassion. Okay. Here's one of them, but this will take you to the playlist. I would go through it and check out this playlist because they're short. They're not. I don't fuck around. They're like, this is why we do it. This is how it works. As best as I could explain at the time of my knowing, which was about a year ago. Okay, and they're just, oh yeah, the Celestine prophecies. The book is, of course, the book's better. The book is always better, Chantal. Not Harry Potter. The book was better, but man, the movie was like still bloody cool. Well, they got the audio book. You can get the audiobook on what do you call it? On YouTube, you can listen to the Celestine Prophecies on audio straight off it on your YouTube. Okay. Now, let's see. Wrong thing. Okay. Let's see. Okay. No more donated readings. Yeah, Michelle, look. Trust me, if you go into, there's only like 11 videos there. I've got thousands more I could do. Okay, they're just spiritual basics 101. If you go into that playlist, they're about 5 minutes. If you can wrap your head around stuff, you will learn. That will accelerate your spiritual growth. That you'll jump. You take in the next 6 months, you'll overtake people who have been doing this for fucking 10 years. Because people get caught in the same routines. They get caught chasing gifts. They get caught chasing shiny things. And it's all about knowing yourself. And it's not because they're doing something wrong. It's just because we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. And we're like, well, isn't this it? Is that it? And we're going to find that out for ourselves. It's really hard. But we're trying to do our best to a degree. But I designed the Spiritual Basics 101 as just some of the hardcore basics principles of. It's not about belief systems, although I do one on love and light. I knock the shit out of love and light because love and light is fucking bullshit. Well, we are made of light, and we've got to come from that heart space of love, but don't worry, just watch the video. Okay, people, I've got no more donated readings. So what I might do, has anyone donated? No. I might do, if I haven't got any more donated readings to do, I might go to run out readings. I haven't done run out readings in a bit. Have I? Run out readings. So if you have not had a reading and you would like a reading, put a 1 in the comment section once. Otherwise, Cindy will be like, you know, those shoes, those fancy shoes, she'll want to like, let's not go there. But just put a 1 in the comment section if you would like a run out reading, and I'll give you a short 2-card reading. Well, Melinda, 1 in the comment section. Run out readings. Or for an extended reading, please donate. Sometimes I have more time and I do some longer message for people when I feel to, but sometimes I'm just busy. I almost didn't come on tonight. I was like, I got other stuff to do. So who we got first? Tina. Okay, Tina. Tina, stop getting so dragged into the 3D at the moment. Okay, Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Look what energies you're putting out, because at the moment you're just reacting to stuff you're reacting to stuff in the 3D. Okay, you're getting caught up in the energies of others at the moment. Okay, you're going into some places and people are projecting some energies at you. You're taking on that energy and then you're pushing that energy onto them, or you're coming with a preconception of energy when you should be clearing yourself, holding your space, aligning yourself, Tina, going into those rooms and dealing with those people from a high vibrational stance. Okay, and then feeling their energies. If they're trying to steal your energy, pull your energy through them, pull their energy through you. It's the Jedi mind trick. Okay, you can do that with people. You can shift them just the way you handle your energy, throw your energy and pull your energy. But the moment, it's all about what energy are you putting out there at the moment. You've got to watch your energies, what energies you're taking on. Because when the mirror guardian comes on, this is a reflection of us. Okay, this is a reflection of us. You have more power and you need to be more accountable for what's around you. And it starts with you being sovereign, Tina, and going, okay, I'm going to be positive. And that's what energy I'm going to project. Okay? Because I just feel like I've got to see things from a high perspective, big picture, big picture, big picture. Okay, this is about you. This is you taking control of your energy, because you're taking on too, as much as you're influencing other people with your energy, you're taking on too much other people's energy. You need to do your clearings. You need to do your cuttings of your cords. You need to protect your energy. You need to build it up. When I go into a situation like I'm having to deal with someone, man, I make sure I align everything, rise my vibration, get strong, get my light happening before I go in and deal with it. I do the prep work. So I go in there with the best possible energy. Okay? We got to do that. We got to do that. You're welcome, Michelle. Okay, Tina. So it's really about this is the energy game for you. What energy you're putting out? What energy you're taking on? Cutting cords. This is where you come. This is how we grow. As we become responsible for those things. Not just I got triggered today. It's like, no, wait a sec. I'm accountable for my energy, what's coming in, what's going out. And we get on our game. The self-mastery. Then we strengthen ourselves, and then we go through situations that we have before and go, well, that turned out a lot better. Why was that a lot easier? Because you become, man, you were standing sovereign in your power, standing sovereign in your energy, protecting your energy, getting all aligned. And I hope this helped you, Tina. Who is next? Michelle. Michelle, what are you stressed about? In your head, you're stressed about, okay, look, it is what it is. What has happened has happened. Okay, Michelle, what has happened has happened. If you want to feed it and you want to stress about it, because I got the night card, be brave and honest. Time to start speaking truth. This is getting out of This is getting out of judgment, getting out of ego, getting out of judgment, and taking accountability of oneself. You need to be accountable to you, accountable for your life, accountable for everything. It's all, what do they say? There's an old saying, when you first hear it, you're like, fuck off. But it's so true when you can sit with it. It's go, they're not the problem. I'm the problem. And that's not playing the blame game or going into judgment. That's just playing the accountability game. Going all accountability on me. And when we can do that, our patterns come up. Okay? All our patterns come up. And we see stuff about ourselves that we don't want to look at. And then we start to become more sovereign. Yep. It used to be, what did it used to be? It used to be one in 15,000. 1 in 10,000 or something, and now it's about, I forgot the statistic, but it's something ridiculous. It's like 25%, 20%. I don't know what it is, but it's just, it went from 1 in 15,000 to like something stupid like 50 in 1,000. I forget the number. I used to have it written down. I went down a hole. Okay. Why are you stressing? What is there to stress about, Michelle? He's got autism. Means you need to learn about how to deal with autism. You need to be in the moment and look at how he's going to react. Well, have you got some help with that? He's 17. Get him to move out home. If he's creating stuff with the other kids, you tell him, you want to create shit with the other kids, the younger kids, time to fucking move out. Man, I left home when I was 17. Not because I had to. Well, you got to stand up to him. Right? But it's a hard situation. You need to get some help with that. Okay. I'd recommend some, but you got to be brave and honest about what's going on. You can't keep everyone happy. Okay? Stop trying to keep everyone happy. It's not going to happen. You need to stand up and be brave and honest. I've got the night card here for you. Okay, but you got to make that choice. You got to work out what you do. You can't just have it happening and keep happening and have it keep disrupting and let it go and do what's easy. Because when we do it easy, we're like, oh, I'm so stressed. I don't want to deal with it right now. Well, it needs to be dealt with right now. It's not easy. Okay, but these are the things that we got to do. You got to move on that and you got to come to a resolve on that. Okay. Otherwise, it is going to cause you more frustration. I hope that's helped you. I'll give you the surrender card, Michelle. Surrender to stubbornness. You are tensing. Surrender to stubbornness, Michelle. If you are tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Communication has come up. Not be so rigid and try to communicate. See, that's why. Look, I did another reading today and I was talking about connecting with your emotions and understanding your emotions so you can understand your patterns. Now, until we've done that with ourselves, if you've done all that soul searching and you've done that connecting with your emotions to understand yourself and you know yourself, well, then you would have the tools to maybe help your son understand himself. But if we haven't done the work, we don't know how to do it. We can't help someone else do it if we don't know how to do it ourselves. See, a lot of these problems, if we did the work, understanding ourselves, this is everyone, this is not having got anyone, no judgment, this is just how things are what they are. This is why it's important for us to like do the work. We might be able to plant a seed to help someone else start resolving some issues. You know, this is no fast fix. This is the reality of the accountability. You know, I know that's helped you, love. I know that's a stressful situation. You know, we don't need that, and we can't control others. Okay. Good luck with that. Is there anyone else, Cindy? Is anyone else? Is that the last? Oh, Belinda. You already changed it. My God. And now Rhea's going to want a run-out reading too. Aren't you, Rhea? Belinda, see things from a high perspective. You're just seeing things on the superficial level right in the moment. Okay, so what that is you're seeing things at the moment, whatever is coming across at you at the moment that you're dealing with, you're seeing the blocks and you're focusing on the blocks. You're focusing on the resistance. Okay, when we focus on the blocks, on the barriers, on the resistance, on the shitty stuff, when that's our focus, that we give it energy, that becomes our barrier and that becomes the issue. Okay, right? But when we focus on the big picture of things, it's just something to go around. Okay, need to stop making a big deal out of things that at the end of the day is just stuff, and stop letting it get to you, right? Because inverted, see things from a high perspective. Okay, you're getting caught up in too much small stuff. That's inverted. And the next card for you is inverted. The High Priestess, harness a mystic power. This is you know, you've heard this stuff before, Belinda. You know the deal. Okay, we got to get out of our heads. We got to focus on the big picture stuff. We got to remove obstacles. We got to know ourselves. It's all there. Time to exercise that. Then you won't be worrying about the small stuff. That's why we do the. It's all within you. Where focus goes, your energy flows. Stop focusing on that sort of stuff, Linda. You're making mountains out of molehills. Okay, but some of it can be tricky. But we just deal with it. It's just stuff happening. We don't pay it too much focus. Okay, I hope that's helped you. Rhea. Debbie. That's interesting. The High Priest. They came out back to back. The High Priest and the High Priestess. Intend and create and harness the mystic power together. They represent transformation. Debbie. Time to put the intention out there. Time to take action. And use the knowledge that you have to create your reality. To manifest what it is that you want to manifest. It's all within you. These cards say it's all within you. Get it happening. Get it happening, Debbie. You have the power. You have the tools. Time to harness them. To harness it, intend and create. Time to take action, Debbie. You need to take action. Time is now for you. And the conclusions are reached within. It's all there. You got it all inside you, Debbie. The universe is saying, come on, Deb. You know what to do. Get it happening. Chop, chop. I hope that's helped you. Rhea. First card I've got for you is the Warrior card. Be fearless and stand strong. Stop feeding the garbage. The next card I've got for you is Inverted Hunter. Track down your fears and your desires. What is it you desire? And what is... Okay, because at the moment you're living in fear, Rhea. Okay, you're letting fear dictate your attitude, dictate your choices, dictate your emotions. Okay, I've got it here inverted, the hunter card. Track down your fears and your desires. The hunter works out what he wants, what he desires, and then works out what is stopping him from reaching him, and then conquers them. And I've got the warrior. Stand there and be fearless and strong. Okay? You got to stand up to the fear, stand up to that voice in your head rear, that little eating away all your fears and all your worries. No one can conquer them except you. And you know what? When you start taking a step forward and you get past these fears, you take a step past this thing that's such a big fucking fear, and then you go, wait a second, that wasn't that hard. You mean all that time I've been putting it off and it wasn't that big a deal? You've got to step forward. You've got to move past your comfort zones. If you don't move past your comfort zones, there's nothing anyone can do. Stay in your bubble. And then look 20 years down the track and going, oh, I'm still in the same place as I was 20 years ago. That's what happens. Yeah. And that's a message. It's just stuff. Take a day off. Take a breather. I want to take a breather tonight. Okay, I love you guys. You're so good. Sometimes we just got to hear it, you know. Okay. Next. I hope that's helped you. Don't worry. If I give you like a run out reading and it's a kick up the ass card, there's other people watching and they're going, oh damn, that's speaking to me. So there's more than one of us. I mean, some of these are giving me an ass kicking. You know, I take on board some of these readings myself as for me, as a reminder. Love and light. Thank you. Alison. Look, Alison, if you don't start, the cards that I've got for you at the moment is you need to, if you don't start understanding, you shut out your emotions. I got the heart guard. I got the heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. This is saying guarded heart, guarded heart, guarded heart. And what's inverted is in contact with your emotions. Okay, there is childhood healing that you have to do. There is healing you have to do. But when you get triggered, when you do certain things and go into your routines, you're going to start looking at your emotions and going, okay, why am I feeling this way? Why am I getting triggered? Because they lead to old wounding. They lead to old subconscious thoughts, patterns, things that you put in as safeguards in place when you were young to protect you. But now they're negative. They're created negative habits that they're not working in the current moment. And you've got all these things that you're shutting out that you don't want to look at. And all they're going to do is close that heart. If you don't look at your emotions, start looking and tracing them back. Find someone to get you help with that. Get some healing done. Right? The healer will do you a session, but that won't fucking heal it. That'll just give you ability. I'd say go and do. Okay, that's just the start. It's a lot of work. Okay, but if you don't start dealing with your emotions and why you feel the way that you do and the way you react, your heart is going to close. It's going to close. It's going to close. It's going to close. And by the time you go, wait a sec, maybe I should start dealing with my emotions and understanding myself, then you've got so much more work to do. You're going to pry that right open. So best fix it as soon as possible and get on it. You need to do a lot of heart healing and get in contact with your emotions, these subconscious routines, okay, because they're creating bad algorithms in your thought process. Alison, negative ones. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. We all got to do it. We all got it's work that we all got to do, though. It's not just you, but that's come up for you. That wasn't too harsh, Alison. That was a big message. Okay, I hope that's helped you, love. Katerina. Intuition, 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 intuition. It's not always going to be convenient. It's not always going to fit. It's time to step out and start listening. Your intuition's trying to push it in new directions. Okay. And when you want to start listening to your intuition more, it's going to take you on those things out of your routine. When you've planned a day and you go to do something, and it's going to go, no, go here, go there. It's going to take you on a detour. If you don't take the detours, Katerina, then your intuition, you're not really listening to your intuition. Have any of these people done that? Go on an intuition adventure? Next time you're driving somewhere, go, intuition, show me something. Turn down that road. Turn down that road. I've seen some beautiful stuff and had some amazing epiphanies doing that. It's just led me to a space where it was a nice view, and I'm like, oh. And then saw something, and I was like, nothing to do with you, sometimes to do with you. Okay, but intuition doesn't always come. If intuition came when it was convenient and fit in with our routines, then everyone will be tuned into that intuition. But at the moment, you need to take intuitive messages. Why am I going so far into this? Okay, because I'm seeing your second card. Your second card is the Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. Ooh la la. Change, change, change. Transformation. But intuition is one of the foundations. Okay, we're going to step out of those uncomfort zones, and intuition is, well, if we don't listen to it, we're spiritual posers, I guess. We're just tourists buying crystals, getting card readings. So, man, intuition, Katerina, just get on that. Anything you can do to soak up working to intuition, it's your focus at the moment. It's your big focus. Obviously, the universe has some plans and really wants to show you some stuff at the moment. Go on an adventure. Let the intuition run riot. It will show you some amazing things. It can take you to some bargains. I went down. Here's one story I use. I was at Lights and side street before the Lights, and intuition said, turn down there. So I went down there. I drove down here, and the intuition said, turn there. Then I went into a dead-end street. I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks, intuition. Good one. Right, and it was a small street, so it was a bugger to do a U-E, but I looked over, hard refuge, there was a lawnmower sitting there, like fully intact on hard refuge. So someone put it out to give away. And I had a friend that was looking for a lawnmower. So I picked it up, gave it a service, and gave them the lawnmower. Yeah, they blew it up, but they blow up a lot of lawnmowers, so they're always looking for lawnmowers because I don't know what the god they do with a lawnmower. But that's what the intuition does. So even like you follow it and you go, fucking hell, intuition, why did you do that? There's always something. There's always something. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for coming tonight. Just remember at 9, what is it? In an hour and 15 minutes, Steffi's show will start. And yeah. So until then, people, have a lovely day. Have a lovely night. I'll see you next time I'm looking at you. So until then, people, have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow night with a More Than a Reading show. Okay, see you, people. Bye.